Welcome back, my people, and thank you for joining me again on this channel where we speak the truth boldly, without fear, without compromise, and without sugarcoating. Today's conversation is one that touches the soul of this nation because it cuts right across respect for ordinary Nigerians, the abuse of power, and the dangerous arrogance of public officials who think Nigeria is their private estate. We are diving into the powerful statement made by Femi Falana, a respected human rights lawyer, who declared that no minister in Nigeria has the right to call any Nigerian a fool, and that Wike was lucky he was not shot during his embarrassing confrontation with a young naval officer performing his lawful duty. Let's talk about this matter like regular Nigerians, not as elites behind tinted SUV windows, but as people who live these experiences daily. What happened between Wike and that naval officer was not just a clash of ego, it was a symbolic moment that revealed everything broken about leadership in Nigeria. Here you have a minister, a former governor, a man occupying one of the highest public offices in the land, reducing himself to shouting insults at a young officer doing his job. This is the reality of Nigeria today. Leaders who believe power means intimidation, who think public office is a license to disrespect, harass, and demean citizens. Falana's comment shook the table because it forced Nigeria to confront a bitter truth. The culture of impunity is so deep that some leaders now assume they are above law, above protocol, above discipline, and above accountability. But the moment Wike raised his voice at that officer, what Nigerians saw was not boldness. It was the entitlement and bully mentality that has destroyed this country. Real leaders are calm. Real leaders respect institutions. Real leaders don't manufacture chaos. That naval officer displayed more leadership than the minister paid with taxpayers' money to protect order. But beyond this incident lies a deeper question. How did we get to a point where public officers feel comfortable insulting uniformed personnel enforcing security protocols? How did arrogance become so normalized that a minister feels he can talk to Nigerians any way he likes? This is what Falana meant. No minister, no politician, no public appointee was elected or appointed to insult citizens. Nigerians may not have billions, they may not have escorts, they may not have convoys, but they have dignity, and that dignity must be protected. This moment should open our eyes. If a minister can verbally attack security officers who still have uniforms, guns, and commanding structures behind them, imagine how ordinary citizens, market women, bus drivers, students are treated when no phone is recording. That is why Wike's outburst is not just a joke. It is a reminder of the abuse faced by Nigerians every day at the hands of people in power. Falana is calling for an apology, not because apologies erase damage, but because accountability forces a nation to reset its values. This incident also exposes how fragile Nigeria's security situation is. Falana noted that Wike was lucky he wasn't shot, and truly speaking, in a tense security environment, sudden aggression toward armed personnel could escalate into tragedy. Ministers must be examples of composure, not catalysts of chaos. In a country dealing with insecurity, kidnapping, killings, and terrorism, we cannot afford reckless leadership. Nigerians deserve leaders who respect institutions, not leaders who think they are the institutions. But it's not enough to just criticize. We must use this moment to spark the civic awakening Nigeria desperately needs. Nigerians must insist that leaders lead with humility, not hostility. Nigerians must demand that those in government understand they are servants, not emperors. Nigerians must support security officers who maintain professionalism in the face of intimidation, and Nigerians must speak out boldly when public officials behave below the dignity of the offices they hold. If Nigeria will change, it won't start from us or Rock. It will start from citizens who refuse to be silenced, who refuse to normalize bad behavior, who refuse to see intimidation as criteria for leadership. What that naval officer did, remaining calm, respectful, and focused, should be the new model of national behavior. Strong, disciplined, and unshakably professional. So my people, let's treat this incident as a wake-up call. This is not about Wike alone. It is about the standard we accept from our leaders. It is about the Nigeria we want to build. It is about whether we are ready to demand respect, demand accountability, and demand a new political culture. If you're watching this, your voice matters, your opinion matters, and Nigeria needs citizens who refuse to accept nonsense in silence. If you believe no leader should insult Nigerians, drop your thoughts in the comments section. Like this video so more people can see the truth, share it widely, and subscribe for more bold, fearless, and truth-centered content.